Hello everyone, thanks for watching my video. I am Kim-Kwanu Joseph. In this video, I will talk about net cost method. I'd like to tell you that this video would be more interesting if you are familiar with the concept of regional value content rules. If you are not, I recommend that you watch my first video. Okay, let's get started. Before explaining a net cost method, I'd like to briefly remind you of the basic structure of rules of origin. Origin criteria fall into two categories: wholly obtained criteria and substantial transformation criteria. Substantial transformation criteria divided into three categories: tariff shift, regional value contents, specific operation. I would like to tell you that net cost method, the topic of this video, belongs to these regional value content rules. Prior to explaining a net cost method, I will tell you what each acronym stands for. AV stands for adjusted value, and you can regard it as product price. NC stands for net cost, and we will talk about it in this video. VNM stands for value of non-originating materials. By the way, net cost method is applied only to automobile goods, which includes all items of HS Code Chapter 87 and some items of Chapter 84, specifically parts of cars, for example, engines for cars, and so on. We should understand the main characteristics of RBC method, and I will explain it with a build-up method which is most frequently used in practice. Regional contents is acquired by deducting the VNM from product's price, AV. In other words, regional contents is AV minus VNM. RBC is acquired when we divide regional contents by the product's price, AV. The concept of RBC build-up method is described by this formula. RBC equal to AV minus VNM divided by AV, and the rate of RBC should be more than the designated percentage. Let's think about this formula, what this formula means for a moment. This formula tells us that regional contents is value other than value of non-originating materials in a product, and asks the portion of regional value should be bigger than some specific rate. This formula tells us one more important thing. The RBC rate is determined by two factors, AV and VNM. We will study how these two factors correlate with the RBC rate. The formula of net cost is exactly same with that of build-up method because net cost just replaced the place of AV. Okay, we will see the characteristics in the next slide. I will deal with two main characteristics of build-down and net cost method in this slide. I will change the formula for your better understanding. Let's divide the two numerator, AV and VNM, by a common denominator, AV. This way and this way, and that changed the formula. RBC equals to 1 minus VNM divided by AV. We can understand that RBC rate depends on these two factors, AV and VNM. Let's see what makes the rate increase. If AV denominator increase, the whole deduction amount would decrease. And finally, RBC rate increase. On the other hand, VNM numerator decrease, the whole deduction amount also decrease. As a result, RBC rate increase. Then you can easily guess what makes the RBC rate decrease. It's simple. Just change the direction of the two. In the net cost method, in case of net cost method, the situation is exactly same. Okay, I will explain it more with some examples. We will assume that AV, which is product's price, is $100 and VNM is $60 and the origin criterion of the product is built on 55%. We will see how these two factors, AV and VNM, affects the RBC rate. RBC rate is AV minus VNM divided by AV. So 100 minus 60 divided 100 is 40%. The origin criterion requires more than 55%. The result is less than 55%. Okay, the RBC rate is below the 55%, so the product doesn't satisfy the origin criterion. Okay, in this situation, we will see how these two factors affect the RBC by changing the two factors in the next slide. Simulation 1, AV change. In this simulation, we will change AV. The AV, the product's original price is $100 and the VNM is $60, and we will change the AV to $150. And we will see what happens if the AV changes to $150. RBC rate is 150 minus 60 divided by 150, and the rate is 60%. And we need to see how RBC rate changes. It changed from 40% to 60%, and it is over 55%. So it satisfies the origin criterion. As you can see, as AV increase, the RBC rate is also increase. Simulation 2, VNM change. In this simulation, we will change the VNM. The AV, the product price, is $100 and the original VNM is $60. And in this simulation, we will change the VNM to $40. We will see what happens if the VNM changes to $40. Okay, RBC rate is 100 minus 40 divided by 100, and the rate is 60%. We need to see how RBC rate changes. It also changed from 40% to 60%. It is also over 55%, so it satisfies the origin criterion. As you can see, as the VNM decrease, the RBC rate would increase. I'd like to run through the main points I've gone over just before. This is the first one, correlation between RBC and AV. They have direct proportion relation. In other words, if AV increase, RBC also increase. If AV decrease, RBC also decrease. It also works in case of net cost method. This is the second one, correlation between RBC and VNM. They have inverse proportion relation. In other words, if VNM decrease, RBC increase. If VNM increase and RBC decrease. It also works in case of net cost method. That's it for the two main characteristics of build down and net cost method. In this video, I introduced a net cost method. Thanks for watching my video. I will continue in the next video. Thank you.